Appreciate the like. Hey, Paige, how's it going? Number 1 crown spot for you there. How you doing? Paul's way. You get the number 1 spot too. Cool. Get to share that number 1 spot with Paige. What's going on there, Paul? Well, with the rain, the water's gone up a little bit. It's flowing pretty good, like springtime, kind of. Normally I can stand there, and today I can't. So we got to fish it. I got to cast. Got to go down this way. The water's up. Oh, I'm not too bad. Paige. Oh, that's cool, David. Yeah, the good old fish ladder, eh? Yeah, I'm going to go back. That was fun. You know, you have family come from not around or something. Hey, great place to take them for a stroll, you know? Check that out. They do a great job kind of explaining it, answering questions. And it's great. You know, and that's what they advertise. Anybody to go down there and want to know any information. Yeah, that was great. I agree with you, bro. Hang on a second. Just get this tripod set up. We're charging as of now. Hopefully we'll be able to keep the stream going, which it's funny because my power pack, I got it to the truck and I plugged it in and it said it had 50% in it. I think it was just time to go, you know? All right, that a good enough view? We're not zoomed in or nothing, no. We get one on, it breaks water. You guys should be able to see it. Know whether we're gonna catch anything or not. You never know. These creeks are so deceiving sometimes. I like fishing it from above and using the current, right? But fish on, we got a good one. Yeah, boys. Yeah, it was time to go because they wanted me to come here and catch this rainbow trout for you guys. And I got a net. We'll net it up. It didn't swallow the hook. Whoa. It didn't swallow the hook, so we're gonna return it back safely. What a beautiful looking fish this is, guys. Beautiful looking fish. So beautiful. Give me a second. I don't want to give him slack because he can get that hook more in its mouth. We don't want to do that. It didn't really break water though. Easy, buddy. These things are tough fish, man, really. They are tough fish. Kate, how are you doing? Look at this beautiful fish, Kate. Look at that thing. Look at that fish. All right. I've said this before. Go ahead and handle one of these. We're good. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Rainbow trout. Hey? Beautiful. Yeah. Got to keep them in the water as much as possible. I got to get them unhooked. That's the first thing. Get them unhooked. Get it unhooked. Yeah, brother. It's going back in the water. I won't keep it. Oh, I hate this net because what it's done. Oh, there we go. Whoa, fish, bro. They don't know what's good for them, you know? That's a nice little male, guys. That's a nice male. I'll get you unhooked, buddy. Ow, I hooked myself there. Okay, hang on, guys. Hang on a second. I'm huge on fish conservation. I am. I love catching fish. If they don't swallow the hook, they're going back. Ordinary. my hands. My hands. I want to show you guys the fish. If the fish will allow us to. I wet my hands because they have like this protective slime on them. And then oils, whoa, it knows. Look at that, guys. Look at that beautiful trout. That's a male. You can tell by the way they're, whoa. We're gonna release it. That was great to see it, guys. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Oh yeah. Away it goes, okay, guys? It goes. Yeah, it's awesome, eh, Kate? Woo, that was good. Yes, woo, that's how we do it. When you almost eat fishing for a living, like it's, you cruise around, you catch fish. It's very thankful for that fish. You never know what, like I said before we got started, these creeks, I hope you're doing okay, Kate, long time no see. These creeks are, there could be no fish in here one day and the next day there's fish. It's so weird. Or you can fish it and say there's no fish here. Come back the next day or OUTFISH shows up and catches a trout. The creeks are so funny, in my opinion, that way, you know? They didn't break water much. I've on the opener, man, I had trout jumping for, it's probably an exaggeration, but it looked like 4 feet out of the air to me, you know? See if we'll get another one to hit. That was a nice male. Beautiful fish. Beautiful. Thanks, John. Yeah, clean water, Frodo. Yeah. Thank God for these springs that feed our Great Lakes. Because this fresh water out of springs from up the escarpment and in the ground, this replenishes, it does its best. Nature's doing its best to replenish and to feed fresh water to these Great Lakes. But yeah, beautiful. I love it. Yeah, thanks, David. That was a nice trout. Beautiful. And you know what? I get so much satisfaction of catching them as releasing them. As long as they're not hooked and bleeding, because if a trout's bleeding, ordinarily it's done. That's what I've always been told. Awesome, guys. That was sweet. Yes and no, this spot for a fire, but yeah, I get it. A nice little fire down by the creek. We're pretty urban where we're at here. And it's like a retirement place, kind of. A fire wouldn't go so well here at this spot, but yeah, fishing and fires are great. The taxpayers around here would not be so cool about the fire at night, I guess. I don't know. But that's okay. There's spots. You know what? There's time and places. And this isn't a place for one, that's all. It's all good, brother. See if we get another one to hit here. You know, it's funny, and I think, okay, Mother Nature comes here at night when I'm not here. It's like Santa Claus coming down the chimney, you know? Santa Claus comes down the chimney. Well, someone comes here and puts trout in here for me. I swear. But they say they do not stock this because they don't want farm-style trout in here. So what they'll do for the Great Lakes Canada side, from what I understand, is they'll take a resident male and a resident female, and they will just help those eggs hatch and then re-release them. So they're native fish, right? Native spawned fish. So, but that fish was so beautiful, guys. So beautiful. That trout hit hard, man. It hit that bait. It hit it. I felt it thug. When it hit, I was like, dong. Amazing, man. Love when I feel that. Just like Trump says, Canada is a water tap, and it's true. We have it's not our lakes and rivers, it's what's under the ground. Under the ground, there's lots of water. Springs, and it's just all water. So it is like a freshwater tap. It definitely is. In the world, like, I mean, it amazing. Nature, Mother Nature, guys. It's something else. Right on, Ken. Enjoy, bro. Don't worry, Ken. They'll get your notification, bro, when you go live. The people here will get your notification. David Bennett will get your notification. Everybody will get your notification, bro. That raffle look closed though, bro. Try not to tell people what to wear. Going in the creek, guys. That's it. I'm not losing this lure. We're going in there for it. I tried to get it out by, you guys see it okay? Yeah. Yeah, I know he was. That's what I mean. Folks here that are sub to you, they'll get your notification. All right, here we go. We're getting wet, and I don't care. Show you how you do it. Should I roll up my pants? There's no point. There's no point rolling up my pants, I don't think. Woo, man, that water is cold. Water is freezing. Hey, Ken, go to the beginning of this stream and watch it. My first couple casts here, if you don't mind. I'll post a short of it anyways, but beautiful rainbow, bro. And then how we're gonna finish this off, guys, is I'm going over to a spot where we catch multi-species. It's part of this creek, just they can't get up here. So like, potentially maybe they could, but they're not. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna head over to this spot that many people are familiar of. I hang out there and we catch little fish. Say, I can catch a pike there and I can catch a big rainbow there too, but usually we just start seeing little fish. But it's something to do and it's a good place to chat and hang out, you know? I mean, trout are spooky. You come down here, you catch a trout like that, it's easy to spook the area. It's easy to shut things down here. You know, you catch a fish, you make some noise, splashing around. I mean, the other fish see it happening, right? Is what I think. Whoop, we had a hit. I had one go at it. Man, I had a hit. There was a hit there for sure. Where are we fishing tomorrow? That's what we need to figure out. I'm due to go through all my creeks again, but for pike, I'm always doing that stuff. I'm due to fish that carp pond again. I'm really due to fish that carp pond again. I've been thinking about Mountsburg a little bit too, like fishing the actual Mountsburg. Obviously want to get to Long Point. Rock some perch and pike. And I'd like to do that during the week. I'd like to not do that on a weekend. I'll check that weather and wind for tomorrow and then talk to my spouse and then see what I can get up to tomorrow. But I think we're gonna go to that other spot. Oh, you went and had a look at it, eh? Yeah, it's nice. It was good. I couldn't figure it out, and I'm like, oh. Because my last stream there, I shut it down because I had no power. I get back to my truck, I plug in that power pack, and it said it had 50%. I figure they just wanted me to come here and catch that nice trout and release it. One way or another, the universe was doing its work. The way I see it. I think there's more trout in here. Like I had another one, what I think hit. It's just, like I say, I talk about spooking up the area, right? Scaring all the fish. And I could switch over like a tungsten here and we can start seeing what the other species are along with these trout. But I want to cast this bait at the next spot before we move on to small hook and worm. So I'll have to look into that. I know Saturday I'm probably tied up. But what are you thinking? Sunday, or I wasn't sure if you were doing an overnighter or what you were doing, Paul. I know you were talking about a place and that. I thought maybe that you were camping somewhere for the weekend or something. And that was no scent, no nothing. It was just throwing a spinner in here. Dalton, what's up, bro? I'm doing okay, thanks. How about you? Dalton, are you from Niagara? Where you're chatting from? From St. Catharines? Yeah, you guys are camping this weekend, yeah. So Sunday, if the weather's permitting, I'll do something related to fishing. I want to take my son and his buddy out in the boat, I guess. Maybe. I have no idea. I'm going to figure it out. I want to get some Long Point pike and perch when I can still get them in the bay easy. What's going on there, buddy? Nah, not really. No. You? Creek chub? Yeah, it's common. They're not even hitting this right now. They're not even hitting this right now. A lot of times I will catch creek chub. Not seeing any trout? What are you using for bait?
I was using like a little jerk bait earlier.
Nice. Right on. Yeah, it's hit or miss, it seems. It's like, you know, I caught a good one. I'm going there after. I'll see you. If you're going there, I'll see you when you're down there. I ended up catching a nice trout here. Yeah. About 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Actually, you got a phone on you. What's that? Yeah. That's what I mean. You were probably here, what, 20 minutes ago?
I caught up there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. I'll see you down there. Yeah, I couldn't lie to him. I had to tell him I caught a trout. You know, why not? I know that's not lying. There's a fishing code. Someone comes across you, you don't have to say what you caught. And if you say, no, it's, you know, pretty slow or whatever, that's not being a bad person or lying, or it's not. It's fishing. But then I ended up telling him. Should I go up the other way where he was? Down in Georgia. Right on, Dalton. Solid. Wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure if there's another Dalton. That's all. There's probably lots of them, bro. I don't know, I guess I want my boat to be involved in Sunday. Hopefully that works out for weather. I don't know. We'll see. I have, Dalton, yeah. They hold that around here as well. I think Reese last year was in Ancaster there. I know it's been in Burlington before. Yeah, of course, bro. We have that around here. That's like, you know, whether it's North America wide or whether it's worldwide, but yeah, that happens here, the Masters. So I'm gonna have to fish a spot with Buddy down at where he's going to my next spot. Now, what I could do is I could walk up to where he just was and see if we can get a fish. Oh, cool, nice. Oh, okay, the Augusta, okay. Right on. And then I guess I'm due to fish Dunville again because of how it went last time I was there. I need one good day of that sheephead run. And catch a couple walleyes maybe. Anybody post any shorts today? Has anyone posted any shorts today? Hello, Adriana. How are you? Rocket, what's up, dude? What I gotta try to do is be quicker with this. So I cast it in, the current grabs it, it starts shoveling it down. I start trying to reel it. What I want to be able to do is reel right through there and have it in somewhat of a spin in that pool, like right in there. Have the action where it can run right through there. That's where they're sitting. Sitting in that pool in most case scenarios. Like in the thick of it. All right, let's go right down the stream a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna get snagged. Because that can be a surprising ordeal as well, that, you know, it's just like eight inches of water and stuff, and they're there. In turbulent water. What's up there, Mike? What's happening? Sweet, fly fishing for bass. Is that what it said? Bass. Fly fishing for bass, that's cool. It's definitely super cool. All right, we almost gave this spot 20 minutes. We should move on. Hey, we got a fish out of here, right? We caught and released a nice trout. That was good. Set up on the right side. That's good because I set up on the left. And because he's there first, guys, he has the full. When I go to this next spot, the guy that passed by I was just talking to, seemed like a good fella. He has reins to the spot. You know what I mean? So I'll just go down there and I'll fish like vertically right off the edge. I said I wanted to use a spinner. Well, you know what? I can always switch back to the spinner. You want me to target some small fish here? Hey, Daniel, what's up, man? Yeah, bro. Daniel caught a beautiful rainbow with my first couple casts here. I'm gonna throw some scent on this, have a few more casts, I guess. The Loch Ness, funny you mentioned that. I guess something was going down the river today where I was fishing yesterday and it looked like the Loch Ness Monster. It was a tree, right? But apparently it looked like a monster coming out of the water. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that wasn't a hit. That was, we hit sauce or sleesh or we hit some greenery. Yeah, trout can be kind of depends. It's easy to get skunked fishing trout. Most definitely it is. I think everyone else could say the same. It's hit or miss trout fishing, kind of, I think, depending on where you actually are. All right, let's move. Glenn, I have fish eggs, but they're in my truck. So we're going near my truck now. But yeah, I have roe with me, just not with me in this bucket. And I commonly don't use it. You know, I bought that roe. I got 2 jars of roe in there, and I've never actually opened it. Oh, guys, I should have been running the GoPro for that trout, but that's okay. All right, let's go. My hands are full. I'm glad we had the net today for that fish. Good. That was a beautiful fish. Beautiful. That was the one. It wasn't huge, but it was, you know, the coloring on that thing. And here's old industry, guys. Old slag. I think it's from the glass factory. Slag from the glass factory, the way they used to do glass, I think. I think we made all like the good heavy duty glass for like army jeeps and crap like that back for the war, way back when. And regular glass and apartment building glass and everything else. But a lot of our stuff was based on a lot of our factories. Were based on the factory up here made bazookas. But all factories switched over and started making things for the war. When the war come, right? Such a beautiful creek. I love it. You know, not hundreds and hundreds of fish, but a nice place to go to. Think I'm clear to cross. Buddy's still down there. His backpack's there, so he should be there. Dalton, what I got on, buddy? You want to just pound area, cover water real fast? Use a spinner. That's my opinion. Sometimes they won't hit a spinner, and sometimes they'll leash out at a spinner like boom, 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 like happened there, right? But for me, it's spinner bait. Whoa, it's so high down there, I got no place to sit today, guys. I got no place to sit down there today, I don't think. Let's go over here. We might have to just... Yeah, we got spot here. My bad. I got lost for a second there. It's like I'm getting old. Literally. I got lost. I thought I was going down where I normally go down, and I wasn't there at all. Got old age setting in. Time to retire and only go fishing. Good old age. Whoops. Oh, guys. Streaming challenges, I guess, eh? And my big problem here is I'm hooked, guys. I'm hooked. I hooked myself. I gotta take my GoPro off. Wish there was someone here with me. Come on. All right, I need my fish pliers, I guess. Literally, you can't make this up. I'd take both. How about that? Don't debate on which rod to take. You take both of them, bro. I'm just going to tell you what I think straight up how it is. I mean, it might sound rude, but you take both rods, brother. You don't just take one. You take both rods. I gotta take my GoPro off. Man, oh man. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to because the line is gonna be wrapped around. I'm not gonna be able to. You know it, Paul. All right, guys, am I gonna cut a hole in my sweater? This is nuts. This is nuts. Dude, what did I cut my line? Yep, I'm cutting my line. There we go. At least it's not attached to my rod anymore. In your possession, you can only have one rod at a time. Like I can only fish one rod here where I'm at. That's our laws. But I can have 20 rods with me as long as I'm only fishing with one. In Georgia, Dalton? I know a lot of folks. I've not heard that one before, bro. But cool. Yeah, right on. Not right on. I'm going to look into it more. For some other folks I know down there, that's only one rod with you at a time. I get it, only fishing with one rod at a time, but I've never heard of that. What you gotta do, keep your other one in a vehicle or behind a tree or something? All right, my sweater can almost go back on. Sorry about this, guys. I know I'm losing viewers. I get it. It's all good. What do you do, right? So, you know that trout we caught there, eh, guys? I don't know who's in here and who was at the last stream, but that trout came through that fish gate, and they allowed that trout over here. That's what happened, eh? So at that fish weigh we were at earlier, this is the last hurrah of where that. So they'll help those rainbow trout over here. I noticed they're calling them rainbow trout more than ever. I mean, for a few years there, if it was a Great Lake fish, they'd call it a steelhead. But now they're saying they're rainbow trouts. And steelhead is just something some people call them. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, maple tree. Yeah, it's cool. Nice, luscious maple tree. All right, I'm ready to climb down. I normally come down here not with a bucket or not with anything, really. Just enough to net what I'm gonna use, a little bit of worm, and then normally I don't cart much stuff down here because of this. Like, it's not a... Man, I'm really appreciating that rain we got now. You know, I look at the creek. I look at some waterways it's not good for, like the Grand River. It seems like it anyways. I don't know, there was a lot of stuff floating on there, eh? Like a lot. Yeah, buddy's casting over here. You know, guys, what we're gonna have to do is give this guy the respect he deserves because he was here first. You guys know how I roll. I'm gonna have to set up a tungsten and not cast at all, pretty much. Listen to that water run, guys. Listen to that water. Go ahead, brother. You're good, brother. Normally, guys, I stand way out here. You guys know I come out here. Normally, I'm standing out where some of this water is. Yeah, I'm just here for the show, bro. He's like, what? You know, like... Throw my GoPro back on. So weird. How did that battery pack tell me it was not? And then as soon as I get to my truck and it plugs in and it says 50%, something wanted me out of there. Which is okay. I go with that, guys. I go with that stuff. I appreciate that. From Huntsville, Alabama, right on the C6. Very cool, bro. Thanks for coming in here. How's the fishing down your way? Well, I don't know. So what? My good spirits or the said time to go, buddy. Go down here and catch a trout. I don't know. I never feel unsafe around there. It's all good. Rain day tomorrow, eh? Uh-oh. All right, should I show this guy how it's done? Take a few quick in-between casts, and then I'll set up that tungsten. Actually, I can cast right over here, guys, out of this way. I can target this little strip of water. I can do it just sitting here, too. Wow, there's some serious back current there right now. I've not seen that before over here. But the creek shape is forever changing. It seems like every winter. Rocks move, the water current kind of will... That's pretty respectful, right, guys? Watch me catch a monster. And there's a lot more places up the creek. You know, I've walked up there before with you guys. We've done, you know, checking out the trout or the salmon or whatever, right? When they're running. All right, I'm taking a cast across, guys, because I'm in the clear too. And I think when the river flows like this, it's when the pike will get washed down here. So was it last spring or the spring before? I caught a rainbow and a pike all in the same fishing session here. Might have to stand up. Well, there's trout in there though. Just whether or not we can get them to hit this. Buddy who mentioned road bag, he might be right when it comes to these waters right now. He might be right. We're gonna spray it up. Throw some spray on it. We'll give this guy the right of way. Nice. He's doing his thing. I'm letting him know. Cast, buddy. Give her. The slack current. I got another guy down here, Steel City, and I'm giving him the right of way, bro. He was here first, dude. You know how I roll. We'll see how long he sticks around for. I'm gonna take the odd cast here and there. I'm just giving him a chance to, it's his first time, I think, down this way. I wouldn't mind seeing this guy catch a fish that's here. And let him know that there's other good anglers out there that follow the fishing code. Oh, guys, we're losing power now. It just did it again. It just did it again to me. Now it's not charging and this power box says it has no juice. That's okay. See if we can get one fish before it dies. You see that cast? You guys see his lure coming down here? No, David. Be nice to see him catch a trout. I'm a good guy, David. Until he does something to me, it's all good. He was here first. And I normally do Steel City. I cast in there. I always cast to the foam ordinarily. Well, I cast everywhere, but I catch a lot of fish out of that slack area. Tons of fish, man. A lot of times they hit right under that foam sometimes. Not only that, I spruced us up here too to give us good odds when we can start casting here. Got a dew worm over there. All right, I'm gonna hit a few casts if I can here. Where is he? There he is. We're good. Oh, I gotta stand up to cast. The high waters, it's making it bloody tough. Oh, tap, tap, tap. We had chubs or whatever tapping at that worm. Here, I'll stand up and get a better cast. Whoa, sorry, bro. My bad. All because I'm sitting down. But look at that flow, the salmon and stuff. I think now what they've done here, like something's collapsed in the center there a bit. And I think when the salmon come up through, as long as we have the water, they're gonna boom, 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 and they're gonna go up. And I think that's their goal for this creek, is have these trout and salmon and whatever head right up to the escarpment. I think that's the plan, or pretty close to it. They want them to be able to move up further. Now, the only thing they can do, I think, is if they help, they don't stock fish, but they'll, again, take a male and a female, pollinate the eggs like a native fish, and then just help them hatch or whatever, and then get them back in here. Release them up at the escarpment, right? And that'll force them to want to spawn as far up as possible. Pretty loud here, eh, guys? All right, I'm standing up. I'm gonna stand up. That's the money cast right there. Come on, fish. There we go. We had a hit. We had a hit. It took part of the worm. All right, we got to target small fish, I think, guys. Okay. Switching baits, Steel City. Eyes are switching baits, bro. I was leaving that area for him a bit, but he's packing up. I was respectful, wasn't I? I'd never casted when he casted. Once I had a bad cast in it. Can't get a cast off here. Once I really get up there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. wet anyways. It don't mind. It don't matter. Good cast control. You could probably cast it right in that draining pipe, maybe. Spinning reel, not with a bait caster. Oh, just beside it. Close enough. Within a foot is good. You can cast on demand within a foot. That'll work, right? Okay, let's dig out a small hook. I mean, the stream is pretty much gonna end due to battery power. But let's see, I can get hooked up real quick and we get something out there that'll work here. Where's those mustads I just had at the last spot? Maybe I left them with Buddy's stuff, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Buddy scored up. If that's the case, as long as he grabs them. All right, let's be quick here. We want to see a fish before the stream dies out. Hopefully, guys, before I started the stream, I had 3,442 subscribers. Trout. Hopefully, maybe we'll be at 3,500 once I end this stream. 3,500 subs. Never been there before. See if we can get that 10K. Going for 10K subs. At 10K subs, I'll decide whether I'm going to quit YouTube or not. So, that's how that's going. But before I was YouTube, and I'd be sitting here streaming, or not streaming, but I'd be sitting here anyways. And what I do. What I've always done, right? Only one, Travis. First couple casts of the stream, if you want to just quickly go over and scroll to the beginning of the stream quick if you want. We're about to catch, it's not gonna be a trout, but we're gonna catch something here in a minute, but my juice is dying on my device here. So, we're gonna lose power. Be fishing here all by myself. Listen to that noise of the water, eh, guys? See if I can fish it down. I think we'll be okay. Guys, see those hits? We're getting hits. Couldn't set the hook though. Man, that's a bad cast. Pretty much have to stand up. Yeah, pretty much, bud. Pretty much. Welcome to the channel. What do you... Yeah. I'm on a mission now. Hamilton wants me to get rid of the ruds. I got it on tape. Now I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to remove the chubs that are the rud out of this creek. Hey, I got it on film. Want me to get rid of the ruds. There we go. Fish on! Nope. Is that a fish on or not? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. We got a chub and a leaf. Good old creek chub. Yeah. Hopefully that's not all we see though, Steel City. Yeah, new side quest. You guys don't want the ruds around? All right. Mission. That's a civilian angler mission, yeah, for sure. We should see perch. We should catch perch too. Ruds, perch. You know, the ruds were funny last time I was here, though. Fish on. Oh, no, it's off. Let's just reel it in. I got my hair done, check my nails. It's a better creek chub. Yeah, so far that's all we're seeing there, Steel City. Creek chub. So things are going to be fairly tropical again, eh? Getting some more rain this week, are we? That's patterns of that tropical summer where it rains every day. And then it gets nice too. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever gone to Florida. How it rains every day. Well, it does in the winter. I've only been down there in the winter time, but yeah, chub, chub, chub. What's up there, Manna? Oh, my worm flinged off when I casted this one out. No, we're getting bites. I think. I don't know. I don't feel... We got our worm now, I think. No, our worm's still there. Fish. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. I've been fasting all day again today. I gotta eat something. Yeah, another creek chub. Yeah. Where's our perch at? Surprise. 3, you're right, Steel City. 3 creek chub in a row here. On there still? Yep. Not here, Steel City. I don't fish the Lake Ontario trips enough. And then if I'm gonna fish the Grand Creek chub, I'll go get them from another where that golf course thing is I fished last year. Went down there the day I tried that pond. I don't know if you remember that. You were there, I think. That place, that water connects to the Grand River. I know there's gobies in the Grand River too, but it is an easy spot to get chubs on my way fishing, or the night before or whatever. It's just I'm gonna fish. No, in the rain tomorrow, I might go for carp. No. Maybe you weren't there. It's in Ancaster. It's on the way between Ancaster and Brantford there. And the creeks run to the river there. And there's creek chub up in there. Super easy. I try to catch the bait real close to where I'm fishing with it. Yeah. Let's see. Well, in behind there is Linden. So if you keep going, maybe. Yeah, maybe they do. That's a spot I should fish too. Cost me money to get in, but Bimbrook can be fun. It can be hit or miss at Binbrook, but I've had some really good days shore fishing there even. We're talking walleye, pike, crappie, and then channel cats as well are easy to get on there. I mean, they're not huge, but they're in there. And you can get on them fairly rapidly if you want. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then some of them aren't watersheds all the time. We get a couple dry years and those watersheds dry up. But looks like we're gonna see some rain, eh? This is high, man. It's high water here. I thought we had a little one on. Here's that greens that showed up this year. It's like green hair algae. Man. My aquarium will grow that stuff if my phosphates get too high and stuff. Stuff is brutal. It'll take over corals. It'll ruin you. That green hair algae in a saltwater aquarium if you're not careful. You really got to have your water parameters right where they need to be.